Have you ever scrolled past a viral video showing someone plunging a USB cable into a couple of lemons to charge their phone? It looks like magic, but can you actually charge a phone with a lemon, or is it complete internet fiction? Today, we are testing the lemon battery experiment in real life to separate clever physics from online myth step by step. We start by gathering our components. We have 5 lemons, 5 pieces of solid copper wire, 5 zinc sticks, jumper wires, and an old but fully functional USB charging cable. First, we cut the USB cable open and strip the outer sleeve to expose the positive and negative power wires. Next, we strip the ends of our jumper wires so we can route the circuit cleanly. Before building the full array, we run a quick baseline test on a single lemon. Inserting 1 copper electrode and 1 zinc electrode gives us an open circuit reading of roughly 0.9 volts on our multimeter. Seeing that positive voltage, we get excited and quickly wire all 5 lemons together. However, in our rush, we make a classic wiring mistake. We connected all the lemons in parallel, which maintains the same voltage while only splitting current paths. To raise the total voltage output, we need a series connection. We disconnect the leads and rewire the system properly, connecting the zinc of 1 lemon to the copper of the next. Even with 5 lemons properly wired in series, the measured potential sits well below our target threshold of 5 volts. So, we expand the array. After adding more fruit, our 10-lemon series circuit finally hits that sweet target reading of 5 volts on the meter. With 5 volts secured, we connect the power wires directly to our phone. But the moment the phone plugs in, absolute silence. Nothing happens. Looking at the multimeter display, the system voltage instantly collapses from 5 volts to under 2 volts the millisecond a load is introduced. To understand why this happens, we have to look at the electrochemistry. Lemons do not generate electricity on their own. The lemon juice acts purely as an electrolyte, allowing a chemical reaction to occur between the 2 distinct metals, copper and zinc. The power comes from the oxidation-reduction reaction of the metals, not the fruit itself. The immediate voltage drop occurs because, while 10 lemons can generate 5 volts in a static state, their internal resistance is extremely high and their current output is ridiculously low. In fact, our 10-lemon battery could not even provide enough milliamps to power a basic 1.5-volt clock. A single, optimized lemon cell provides roughly 1 volt at a maximum of just 1 milliamp under ideal conditions. Considering a modern smartphone charger supplies up to 2,000 milliamperes at 5 volts, you would need tens of thousands of lemons, precisely wired in a massive series parallel network, just to supply the baseline power needed to start a charging cycle. And as for that shot we showed you at the very beginning of this video where phone was charging from a single lemon, that was just a very poorly made, fake setup we created to demonstrate what those viral videos look like. So, whenever you see videos online showing a few lemons charging a smartphone, unless those are lemons from another planet or another dimension, it is definitely not a real experiment. If you enjoy practical testing, real physics, and busting viral myths, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss an upload, and may God bless you all.